Hello, everyone, and welcome to Learn to Trade. My name is Kevin Tate, and today I'm going to be going over the components of a solution module. This right here that you see, this is a solution module, and I'm going to be going over some of the components of the solution module that are important to know. Let's start on the front here. Right here, you have your syrup solenoid. This is the solenoid that's going to open and close to dispense your syrup. This right here is your adjusting valve. This will adjust your water for calibration of the water level, which should be 15 ounces in 10 seconds. That's the dispense that you should have to have the correct bricks level. This valve over here is your syrup adjusting valve. This will adjust your syrup levels so that you have the proper mix, which is for sugar items, your blue raspberries, your wild cherry flavors, stuff like that. Those are considered sugar items. Those should be set at 14 and 14 on your refractometer. So you could adjust to the right for more product. You can adjust to the left for less product. And the same with your water valve. If you have to up your water level, say your water level's too high, you're getting like 20 ounces in 15 seconds or 20 ounces in 10 seconds, and you want to adjust it down, you would turn it left. And if you needed to adjust it up, you would turn it right. This right here is your sample tube dispense knob. This knob you would turn right or left to open and close the valve. And this right here is your sample tube port. This is where your sample tube will go into, and this screw right here will tighten down on the fitting so that you would be able to dispense your product and your water through this tube by opening it, turning it to the right, and then you would get product out of there, and then you could test your bricks level. This right here is your water transducer. This reads the water pressure. This right here in the middle is your CO2 transducer. This will check the pressure for that of the CO2 in the tank. This right here is your syrup transducer. This will tell you how much pressure your syrup has. Your water should be over 60 psi. Okay, preferably it should be like around between 80 or 90. Your tank pressure should be around 30, and then your syrup pressure, that should be around 70 psi. Let me go around the side here. On the side, you have a fitting that is clamped down, and on this side, this is your check valves. There's check valves in here that will only allow the syrup to go through on this side. And that check valve, you would have, in order to access it, you would have to unscrew this screw, take out the metal catch, and then pull out your fitting. And then you could access the check valves. And you have the same on your water side. You have a check valve on your water side. So if you ever run into a situation where you're getting a high syrup pressure, say you're getting syrup pressure of like 90 psi, that's way too high. So you're going to end up having issues with that barrel. So what's happening is the water is seeping over into the syrup side, and then it's allowing more pressure to get in on that side. So the indication of that, when that's happening, that means that your check valve on this side is bad. So that check valve would have to be replaced. And the same for over here. If your syrup is seeping over into the water side, you'll get a high water pressure. It'll be way too high. And that's letting you know that the syrup is getting over onto the water side. So then you'll have to change your syrup check valve. Okay, so if you're getting a way to check that is you could clamp off the hoses that are in back, and then you can take out your syrup transducer. And if you have that clamped off, you should not get any water. It should just be syrup coming out of this side. So if you happen to take this off and then you start seeing water seeping out, then that's letting you know that that check valve on the water side is bad. So that's a little tip. And let's go over to the back side here. These are your inlet ports. So right here, you would go, this was where your water would go into, your water line. Your CO2, your carbonated water line will go into here. And your syrup line will go into this port. And then these screws will hold down those fittings. Okay. And for your syrup valve, your solenoid valve, this solenoid valve is to open and close to allow the syrup to dispense and mix with the water. And it does have two terminals that connect to two terminals that go directly to the board. And then once you have everything connected, you have all of your lines into these ports and everything, you would then slide this bottom piece onto the bracket in the front of the Slurpee machine. You would slide it onto the bracket, and then you would screw it down. There would be two screws available for you to screw down the front end, and then you would have your solution solenoid installed and ready to go. Then you can go ahead and adjust your brakes levels. Make sure that your water level, that you're getting 10 ounces, 15 ounces within 10 seconds. And then once you got your water level set, then you can go ahead and do a sample tube and see what amount you're getting. So that's all I have for this. This is the solution solenoid. I thank you all for watching. Thank you very much. Take care and stay blessed.